Hey, it's Tony DeDante from Stay Safe Urban Defense. We're preparing for a great week of training here in Florida, and we are excited about doing the work at Project Help in Naples, Florida, all in support of their groundbreaking efforts and work that they do with rape and domestic abuse and sexual abuse victims. They're just special people, and I can't wait to teach them next Sunday, as well as a whole bunch of other people who are going to show up for our seminar. Hey, listen, just a quick minute to give some props to Integrated Defense Strategies in Minneapolis. I want to thank the team up there, Mike Philhoffer, Chris Sankey, and Larry Hotchkiss. God, without you guys up there, it would just be really hard to comprehend the work that you do. I appreciate you personally. And of course, a special thank you to Todd Fossey. He's a monster. He's good. And he loves his work, and he demands excellence. And that's what makes this school so different. And I thank you for the certification that I got. So with that said, I was thinking about discipline and reality when it comes to self-defense and some of the BS that I think is going on. So let's just talk about that for a second. Here's a few things that I think you need to take note of and rethink. One is the I'll run away approach to a terrible situation. That sounds great. You're going to run away. Well, if you're a woman and you're in high heels, you're not running away. If the ground is uneven and you're running and you're under all that stress, you're not running away. You're falling down. And the biggest one is that your attacker, younger, faster, more agile, nothing to lose. They don't have to be smarter, but they got all the other things going for them. So running away, yeah, if you can run away safely, I agree with you. But if you have any doubt, don't run away. We're going to teach you some stuff that's going to help you stay in the fight. Number two, the infamous, well, I'll just call the police. Well, you know what? All fights happen within a 6-foot radius, a circumference of 6 feet. If you go through your OODA loop, that means in a second and a half, you have to observe the situation, you have to orientate yourself to the situation, you got to make a decision about what the heck you're going to do, and then you have to act on it. A second and a half, 2 seconds at most. Call the police, 5 to 10 minutes before they get there. I love the blue. I support the blue. I'm a citizen defender. I got blues back. I got their 6 every time, no matter what. But at the moment of truth, within that 6-foot distance I told you about, you got to fight it out. You either are going to use verbal judo to get yourself out of it, to de-escalate it, but it's not going to happen by calling 911 because you're just not going to be able to do it at that moment. So rethink that strategy. Here's the other thing. This fight within the 6-foot circle is nothing to do with fairness. It's nothing to do with the dojo. It's nothing to do with being courteous. There's absolutely nothing about it that's fair. When someone grabs you and you stick your thumbs inside their eyes where your thumbs are touching, there's nothing fair. Nor should you feel one bit of remorse about it. Because that attacker feels no remorse. Whatever the ratios are between narcissist, sociopath, and psychopath that makes up that particular attacker, All of it sucks. Don't feel bad about it. If you're a fan of one particular martial art, from Taekwondo to Ishan-Ryu to Kung Fu to Jiu-Jitsu, if you're an MMA fan, great stuff, wonderful arts. When it comes to that 6-foot circle on the pavement, it's about everything you learned and a ton more, and everything about weapons and force multipliers and concrete and stamina and aggression and violence. It's called flicking the switch. There's not one thing fair, so don't you be fair. Don't listen to anybody who tells you to be fair. Yes, there's a continuum of force, and you need to know it in your state. We just don't go around shooting people. And finally, I guess one of the big things that I run into is how many people fail to do this. Scan the situation. Make the assumption that there's multiple attackers with weapons. Multiple attackers with weapons. Make that assumption. Legitimately scan 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Know what you're dealing with, because you can be the greatest jiu-jitsu artist in the world and have somebody on the ground just about to choke them out, and two people come up and they start plowing your head in with a hammer. It happens every day. There's nothing fair about it. Just remember, there's some options out there that you need to rethink. Everything happens within that 6-foot distance. You got a second and a half to act. What are you going to do? And lastly, I'm trying to be nice with this. If you are studying in any system that doesn't allow you to train full go, full pressure cooker, inside a closet type of space, run. Because that 6-foot circle is full go. I wish it wasn't true, but it's true. So with that, I'm going to leave you with those. Those are some options. Those are some myths. You're big boys and girls. And you can figure this stuff out. Or as they say up in Minneapolis, figure shit out. God bless you all. Bye-bye.